So Tracie, you and your husband Peter bought the vineyard together sort of as a retirement idea?
Yes, as a retirement plan. So I was working in the retirement industry, and I used to see people all the time in working out what they were doing in their retirement and helping them to move through transitioning. And I said to my husband that I wondered what, at 54 years of age for himself, it's only 10 years before he's going to retire. And I said, what are we going to do? And so he thought about that, and he came home one day and he said, did you get your present? And I said, what present? And he said, I've got something for you. So he came with a for sale sign for a vineyard, and I just sort of thought, oh, what has he done? You know, he's gone and bought a vineyard. But he said, no. He said, you're right. He said, we need something that we can do together, use our business skills, sales and marketing skills, something that we can be fit and active, be outdoors, be in the country. He said, so why don't we own a vineyard? And I went, okay.
And what had wine been for the two of you up until that point?
For the two of us, we had always bought our wines at winemakers at different wine regions throughout Australia. We actually hadn't been to Heathcote, which was interesting. We came across them at the Caulfield Market Caulfield Market one day and saw all these amazing wineries and wines from Heathcote, and just couldn't believe just how beautiful it was, and said, where the hell is Heathcote? Like everybody does. And so we came up to Heathcote and we had a look, and we realised it's 90 minutes from Melbourne. There's no traffic lights driving up here. It's a beautiful drive coming up through Lancefield, and it's just gorgeous. So we've got everything here. So we just decided that we'd buy this place.
And the history of the land is very important to you.
Yeah, it is. So we're a great believer in preserving what we've got. There's a lot of trees on this property that are actually over 400 years old, so they're pre-Captain Cook. So that's pretty special in itself. A lot of grey box eucalypt are actually here. It's some Aboriginal sacred sites on the property that are actually registered, and very respectful of what we've actually got. We've got beautiful Cambrian soil here and rock. We've got a 325 metre hill that is just beautiful, and we've got full 360-degree views. So we really do need to preserve what we have and keep this for generations to come. And
you've taken that philosophy
into our vineyard as well.
Yeah, you're off grid.
Yes, so we're off grid. We felt that it was important to actually keep the sustainability and once again preserving the land, and so we wanted to make an off-grid winery so that then we could just keep everything as natural as possible and not have power lines around the place. So we've done that.
And is that philosophy common to the Heathcote area, that sort of respect for the land, or is that something that you and Peter have really?
Oh, look, I think everybody sort of is very respectful. You have to put back what you take out, and this is our livelihood. So this is, we're growing these grapes and we're taking from the land. So we need to put back. So we do a lot with fertilisation and really looking after and preserving. We very rarely spray. We don't need to here, so we're very lucky with having. Not having any issues with disease pressures. And so what we do is, we try to keep things as natural as we possibly can.
Beautiful.
So that helps with the winemaking too.
Of course, yeah. Tracie, where does the name Silver Spoon come from?
The Silver Spoon name comes from a silver spoon fault line that runs through the property. My husband, being a geologist by trade, 35 years after he did his geology degree, it actually came to fruition that he could actually utilise his skills. And that being said, is when we looked at the land and walked up the hill and saw how beautiful it was and the Cambrian soil that was on the property, Peter got a geology map and we impregnated the land title on it, and to see exactly what the scope of the soil actually was. And what we realised is that there was a silver spoon fault line that actually ran through the property, as well as a couple of silver spoon mines that actually run through this Mount Camel ranges. So the name we actually took to the different businesses that we were working with at the time, and we did a bit of trial about it, and there was a lot of people that said that silver spoon could be something that you've got a bit of a plum in your mouth.
Sure.
So that was okay. But the thing that was interesting is that when we asked people what we thought that it was related to, they said it was something to do with food. And so that was very important. So it actually had a dual meaning for us. It was being, once again, respectful to the land, but it was something that was actually to do with food. So that was a winner for us.
Yeah, that's great. And you've just collaborated with Uno to do some new artwork for your wine labels.
Yes. So 2015, we're actually launching in June in 2017 our new wine labels, and we appointed Uno to actually do the work for us because they're just exceptional in what their design aspect. So we wanted our wine labels represent the Cambrian soils, the diversity in the patchwork of the vineyards on the property, and just being respectful to the land. So it's got a slight Aboriginal look and feel about it, but it's actually about the colours of the Cambrian soil.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Yeah,
just like
you.
this beautiful winery.
Yes,
Tracie,
thank you.
Thank you for having us.
That's all right. Thank you for coming.